Grand Rising, Grand Rising. This is your brother Chief Flying Eagle Ra Elohim. All right. Most of you already know what this is, right? Or the image of what's in that picture. You probably know what it is. It's the White House, right? Most people don't truly know what it means, what the White House is, right? Well, guess what? This is what your brother is here for. And I guarantee you, you're not going to hear this from anybody else because they just don't know, or they just don't know how to articulate it the way that I do. And that's why I come in, you feel me? To bring this spiritual truth, this spiritual discernment, see things from the eagle perspective. That's why the ancestors named me Flying Eagle, to see the things that others can't see. So let me break this down to you, because what you see in front of you right there is not what you think it is. It became what they want you to think it is. So they give you a perception of what it is. But let me take you back. And I've shown you this before, but I'm going to show it to you from a different light, a different perspective, a different POV. All right. So we know this is the White House, right? Boom. Let's get into what does it mean and who does it represents. What are the demographic of people, so to speak, or persons, okay, or status to be more correct, that it stands for and it represents. All right. Let me share my screen. Let us get here for a second. All right. So we have this. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to share my screen again. Share my screen, share my screen, share my screen. Boom. I've shown you this before, but for the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to show it to you again. Let us go look at free persons. We're going back to 1870. We were told that the United States was established in 1776, right? Now, I know that's a lie, right? But we're not going to get into that right now because they give us the wrong dates. You feel me? But we're going to stick strictly, let's just say they're telling the truth. So since 1776, right, we have this concept of the United States. Now we'll only focus on the White House. So since we have the word white in house, let us go look at free white persons to see who were the free white persons. Okay. If we have free white persons, then they had to be free enslaved persons, right? Yeah. Just follow me here for a second. Free white persons. Who did it include and whom did it exclude? Let us rock. Free white persons referred to the Naturalization Act as amended by the Act July 14th, 1870. So we are going back to 1870 to see who was considered free white and who weren't considered free white. Okay? As meaning, naturally, it when first used in 1 Stat 103 Clause 3, meaning all persons belonging to the European races then commonly counted as white, and their descendants, including such descendants in other countries to which they have emigrated. Okay? This is whom it includes. It includes all European Jews. They're not talking to people of today. You feel me? It became the people of today. All right? Pay attention. Follow me now. More or less intermixed with the peoples of Celtic, Scandinavian, Teutonic, Iberian, Latin, Greek, and the Slavic descent. So even the slaves were considered free white persons. The Slavs. You feel me? The Slavs. Pay attention. All right. Okay. The real slaves, they were considered free white persons because it was the hijack. It was the takeover. It include Magyars, Lapps, and Finns, and Basque, and Albanians. It includes the mixed Latin, Celtic, Iberian, and whom? Moorish inhabitants of Spain and Portugal. Who came here in 1492? Wasn't it Spain, Portugal? Those are Moors, right? They are free white persons in 1870. Let us read. It also said, the mixed Greeks, Latin, Phoenicians, and North Africans, inhabitants of Sicily, and the mixed Slav and Tatar, inhabitants of South Russia. Well, North Africans, I thought they were so-called black people. No, no. They were free white persons when they came into the United States because it has nothing to do with the color of skin. Let us proceed. Who it does not include? It does not mean Caucasian race. The Aryan race that supposedly are the most superior race on the planet, according to them, guess what? They were not considered free white persons in the United States. You feel me? So the people you call white today, back then, they were not considered white. They were not considered white. Even if they were not considered free white. They were considered enslaved white or white within servitude. You dig me? But they were not white people, okay, or white persons rather. It says it does not include Indo-Europeans races nor the mixed Indo-European, Dravidian, Semitic, and the Mongolian peoples who inhabit Persia. All right. So let me stop here for a second and let's go back to the picture of the White House. Let's put that in perspective now. Okay. So essentially, Chief, what are you saying? What I'm telling you is this. This White House has nothing to do with color because it wasn't established by the pale-skinned people. It wasn't established by the Caucasians. It wasn't established by the Aryan race. It was established by people of color. Some of them are even darker than you and I, but they were called and considered white persons, especially free white persons. You feel me? That's going to go over some heads. Okay? The people, if we were to go based on complexion and call the house after a color of one's complexion, then that would have been the brown house. Okay? But because it has nothing to do with color, it's called White House, meaning that it's a status. So therefore, anything that does not have the white status in the United States territory, they are considered literally less of a human, so to speak. They don't have rights. You did. So that's why so-called black people are going through what they are going through, because the White House does not represent them. Okay? Not because of the color of their skin, because of their status. And the only individuals that has more authority, okay, on this land than the White House are American Indians. Y'all get it now? I hope y'all get it, because I'm gonna keep stomping on the necks of these black persons. The White House does not represent, it became that because we gave that power. So we think the people that you call white today, that's their house. They built it. It was meant for them. No, it wasn't meant for them. It was given to them by people who look like us. So the people who look like us are actually the ones still holding up the White House. But they put the pale man as the gatekeeper to throw you off, to make you think it's about skin color. You see how lost you people are? But like I said, the ancestors sent me to put that in perspective. I came to restore my people. If you didn't get it, go look at the video again, take your time and digest the information. Just to summarize, what you call white people today, Caucasians, the Aryan race, whatever, in 1870, they were not considered free white persons. They were not even white. And the White House, still up to this day, it has nothing to do with representing people of skin complexion. It's about a status. And it only gives rights to persons who are white in status, not in skin complexion. There are so many people who look like you and I, but their status is white. Why do you think the majority in the United States, with all the millions of people, the majority is white. Not in skin complexion, but in status. In skin complexion, we are the majority. But in status, we are the minority. That's why they call you minorities. Apart from being a minor mentally, because you cannot handle your own affairs, so they call you a minor. You are incompetent. I didn't say that. They said it, and they call you the minorities. You dig? My people, correct your status. We are American Indians. If you think you're not an American Indian, then I suggest you pick white as your status. All right? Hope that didn't go over too many heads. I'm done. The ancestors have spoken, man.